Fred Dominelli pulls the large door outside his warehouse office at the foot of Dufferin Street, slamming it shut as he invites his visitor to the front door. Inside the 74,000-square-foot building, south of King Street West, Dominelli, the well-known Toronto businessman and former city councilor, makes outdoor signs for advertising companies and oversees his multi-million-dollar real estate spread across the city. He bought the building, his pride and joy, 27 years ago. It sits on 3.5 acres, property the province now wants to take over to build a stop for the Ontario Line rapid transit station. The property, which includes a parking lot, is located just north of the proposed exhibition station stop. There is already a GO station stop there, and the province's plan is to add tracks for the future Ontario Line. But Dominelli vows he won't give up his property, at least not without a fight. As the owner of several properties in Toronto, Dominelli, 76, has faced expropriation on several occasions, including, as is known, for land he owned that was part of an area that the city wanted to convert into the extension of Front Street almost 2 decades ago. Dominelli says he is willing to give up an acre south of his building, but not all of his site. "They don't even need my whole building. Why do they want to keep my building?" he says. But his attorney Michael Fodrick doesn't think Dominelli has many options. When there is an expropriation authority, sometimes you can dissuade it. Do they need all of this land or just part of it? Or if land is valued at a high price, they sometimes go backwards. But it is your choice. We don't have the authority to say no, says Fodrick. Expropriation generally involves a level of government that steps in and takes someone's property without their consent, to build or create something intended to benefit the general public. There is a robust process established in the Ontario Expropriation Act that ensures that landowners facing expropriation will be adequately compensated, with fair market value being the goal. Each party submits their assessments for what they believe the property is worth and an arbitrator decides when there is a dispute. For now, Metrolinx, the provincial agency that will own Ontario Line, says it sent a notice to Dominelli last September stating that it is considering its ownership of Dufferin for exhibition station and is in confidential discussions with him. Expropriation is a last resort, which is used to protect the project's construction timelines, Metrolinx says, noting that construction on the western portion of the Ontario Line is scheduled to begin next year. "Our goal is to reach an amicable solution. If a total or partial expropriation of the property is necessary, we would formally initiate that process next year," said spokeswoman Anne-Marie Eikens in a statement. Dominelli has seen provincial documents showing an aerial shot of his building and renderings of the proposed exhibition station stop, one of the transit-oriented communities the province plans to build on the 10-mile Ontario Line. The representations show his building with 2 or 3 towers on top. The province says that while its preliminary concept foresees an increase in residential developments around the station, but an equally general combination of commercial and residential, the renderings are not final and are pending a review from the city and after that, the public consultations that begin next winter. Ontario Line is one of 4 priority transit projects in Toronto that the province has committed to spending $11 billion on. Instead of separate transit stops, the province wants to build mixed-use communities around the Ontario Line stations, 15 in total, which will include condominiums and commercial buildings, parks and retail stores. The possible expropriation battle is the latest chapter in Dominelli's colorful life and business. The space at Dufferin is part of the significant properties he has acquired over the years, since he came to Canada with his parents and 8 brothers from Calabria, Italy, circa 1958. When his family arrived here, they were practically penniless and Dominelli, 13 at the time, did not speak English. He attended school here until grade 10, then at age 16, he began working as a mechanic apprentice at Centennial College. Finally, he saved enough money to rent and then buy a BP gas station on Queen Street West. He would buy more and more properties after that, amassing a neat fortune.